Hey, welcome to the Craft Beer Review. Today I'm going to be talking about my homebrewed Schwartzbier. Now, Schwartzbier is a German style of lager. It literally means black beer. It's a very smooth beer, so the roasted malt character dominates, but it doesn't reach the point of being overly harsh or overly intense. Um, you wouldn't describe it as being burnt or have a strong coffee flavor. It's usually like a light dark chocolate flavor or light coffee flavor. Oftentimes, the ingredients for a Schwarzbier are Munich malt or Pilsner malt for a base, and then you use roasted malts again for the color and a little bit of dark chocolate or coffee flavor. For my recipe, I kept it simple. I went with 9.5 pounds of Munich II malt. That comprised 95% of the malt recipe, and then I used 8 ounces of Bryce's black malt, and that totaled 5% of the rest of the grain bill. See, for hops, I just used half an ounce of Magnum hops for the full 60 minutes of the boil to get around 25-26 IBUs. And for the yeast, I use Fermentus's Saflager W34/70, which is a very popular German lager strain. Um, all right. Let's see. What did I mashed this at about? I mashed this at about 152 degrees Fahrenheit for about 115 for no, for 75 minutes, about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then I fermented this at 52 degrees Fahrenheit until fermentation was almost done. Then I bumped the temperature up to about 65 degrees for a DMS rest, and then I cold crashed it down to about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm very interested to see how this beer turns out. Like I said, I use Bryce's black malt, which is not a dehusked roasted malt. And again, oftentimes the Schwarzbier style of beer uses a dehusked malt because you want a smooth roasted character. You don't want intense flavors. This is not a stout. This is not a porter. You just want the color and a smooth roasted flavor. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to go grab one and be right back. Alright, I'm back, and due to technical difficulties, I just realized that I lost the video where I tried my Schwarzbier for the first time. But I wanted to record a little something and post what I thought of this beer, because I thought it was really good. I've had this beer several times. At this point, I've actually been drinking it for about 2 months. It's been on tap for a while, and I'm actually almost done with the keg. This beer came out very well. I was very happy with it. This is a nice sample of it, and it looks nice and dark in color. It's got a nice tan head on it. It's got nice head retention there. When I look at it through the light, it's got a nice deep ruby red color. Nice low roasted malt aroma, not intense at all. I really have enjoyed this beer. I was very pleased with how it came out. Cheers. It's really, really good. Smooth, nice malt body, dominant flavor is the roasted malt character, but it's, low to moderate in intensity, and it's smooth. It doesn't have a strong aftertaste. I'd say the dominant flavor of that roasted character is kind of like a dark chocolate flavor. It may, at times may have like a light coffee flavor, but it really sticks with a dark chocolate flavor, and it's really really good. I have enjoyed it. Here's the thing: I've never brewed a Schwartzbier before. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever drank a Schwartzbier before. I can't remember a time in the past where I've had a commercial version of this type of beer. So while I'm very happy with how this beer came out, and I compare what I'm tasting to the BJCP guidelines, and it seems like it's a good example of this style, I can't really know for sure. And because of that, before I finish this keg, what I want to do is I want to go scour some local liquor stores and see if I can find some commercial versions of Schwarzbiers. Just thinking on the top of my head, I know there are some breweries that brew this style in the U.S. I know Jack's Abbey makes one. I know Shire makes one, and there's a few other large breweries that make them. I just don't know if they distribute this beer in New Jersey. I know I see other beers from those breweries, but I don't remember ever seeing Schwarzbiers from those breweries. The only way I know that they make that style is because I looked on the internet. As a matter of fact, I'm just thinking of the beers I typically see when I go to the liquor store, and I see plenty of porters and stouts. I can't say I've seen many black lagers. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I can find a couple commercial versions, and I want to do a side-by-side tasting and see whether I'm at least in the ballpark. I think I am. It tastes good. Whether or not it's an example of the Schwarzbier or not, it's a matter of opinion. Either way, it's a damn good beer, and I've enjoyed drinking it. I know I've given. That's good. It's so smooth. It goes down so easy. I've given away some growlers to friends and heard nothing but good things. That looks nice, looking at it through the light. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but it looks black looking, straight through it, but holding it up to the light, it's got nice ruby red color. It looks really, really nice. This is definitely a make again. I'm trying to rack my brain about potential changes and, additions, to the grain bill and things like that to improve it. And honestly, I don't know if I want to. Complex doesn't necessarily mean better. Or maybe just having all Weyermann Munich II with 8 ounces of black malt is the way to go with this. One thing I will do is I am going to get some Weyermann roasted malts and use those instead of black malt, but I don't know if it's going to come out any better. I've really enjoyed this beer. I'm very pleased with how it came out. Oh, it's so smooth. And one of the things I like about this beer is I like the Munich malt body on this. One of the reasons why I think the roasted malt isn't too overpowering is because it's got a nice malt body. So the fluctuation from, all right, I'm drinking a beer to, ooh, an intense roasted flavor, it's not a big jump. It's got a nice, sweet malt body. Well, nice malty body. I shouldn't say sweet. It's not a sweet beer. It's actually dry. It's actually, ooh, it finishes dry. It certainly doesn't taste sweet. Very pleased. But like I said, I want to find some commercial versions of Schwartzbiers and do a side by side tasting, and see how it compares.